In only 4 to 5 months, we managed to scale to almost 10K in MRR, but after a 5K dispute with one single customer, it all went to zero almost overnight.
This is Joseph. He's a founder who built a $10,000 per month AI business with beginner-friendly and well-known marketing strategy. But the coolest part is that he basically started selling his services with just landing page. He found a community cheat code that helped solo entrepreneurs ship their startup super fast. In this interview, you will learn how to bootstrap a profitable micro SaaS, how to find and validate idea using an insane cheat code without building an MVP, and how to generate many leads on autopilot with easy using super simple beginner-friendly framework. Let's go.
My name is Joseph. I'm co-founder at Setter AI, and we have 120K ARR.
Hey Joseph, welcome to the channel. Can you tell me just a bit more about your story and your product?
Yes, thanks for having me, Dennis. Pleasure to be here. Setter AI is an AI appointment setter that helps businesses to qualify and book leads into qualified meetings. A lot of businesses struggle to follow up fast with their leads. They sometimes take a day or even a week to follow up, and that's when the lead already goes cold. We essentially developed an AI chatbot that in a very personalized manner talks to the leads instantly and books them into meetings directly to Calendly or other calendar integrations.
Can you tell me, how did you come up with your idea?
Yes, actually, I didn't come up with that idea myself. It was my co-founder who initially put up a landing page, very scrappy, without any product, just like a very simple product demo on this landing page. But over a span of maybe a couple of months to a year, over 20 to 30 people would start to book calls with him purely on this like very basic landing page just for the demo of an AI voice caller. And that's how he saw the potential. He wanted to build it. And when he showed this to me, I was like, man, we should build this. And that's how we started and what we've been working on since.
Nice, great, thank you. Okay, you told us that you have a co-founder. Could you tell to our audience just a bit more how to find a great co-founder with whom you can start a business?
Yes, of course. I mean, short version is essentially surround yourself with like an amazing environment of people. I myself, I went to places like Bali early on, trying to go indie hacking full time. And that's essentially how I found him. We met in Bali in a co-working space, chatted over ideas. He was building a different SaaS at the time. And we very soon, after, starting to like each other's work approach to join over this. I very early on knew that I want to go full-time indie hacking, starting my own products, and that's what I actually did. I quit freelancing without any revenue or traction, just with one product I've been working on for a few months with my girlfriend, but again, zero revenue at that point, all in with just a little in savings, maybe a year or a year and a half. And we worked on this for over a year. We made little money, but we didn't really get the traction we wanted. After a year of working on it, it didn't take off. That's when I started the 12 startups in 12 months challenge in order to just create exposure, keep the ball rolling, and try a lot of different things. And it was essentially startup number 3 that my co-founder saw when he reached out to me and asked me whether to join him over his idea. So I made this startup number 4 in my challenge, and it has been that startup since then, since 1.5 years.
Great, nice. And what was the biggest challenge in this 12 startup journey? So what was the hardest part for you and your co-founder?
So initially I started the 12 startups in 12 months challenge by myself, and my co-founder only joined me in on what became startup number 3 or 4. For me initially it was just shipping fast and forcing myself to iterate a lot. I think that's what a lot of builders struggle with. They want to keep building on a single thing for a long time. But the hardest thing for me was to just leave the project after 30 days without continuing on it. But it was the best thing ever. It was the first time I felt like I was actually moving progress, doing the right things, and getting the exposure to have people see me doing this. And yeah, then we started sliding into Setter AI together with my co-founder. And that's where a whole new set of problems emerged.
So at the beginning, was it a complete version of your product, or you created some kind of MVP?
Oh, it was an MVP and probably even less than that by most people's standards. We kept building very scrappy, and we tried to get the first payment in before building any product. So we decided to actually take a YC company's API for doing AI voice calling and initially sold that to a customer for $500. We didn't have a product, no dashboard, anything. That's when the work began, when we knew it was validated and we could start working on it.
Great. This is absolutely awesome cheat code. Can you share a few insights to our audience how the AI right now is helping you build business? It can be marketing, business operations, coding, whatever.
Oh yes, there's so many ways in the whole vertical. High-level thinking, strategic thinking, just bouncing ideas of where to take the business, new ideas that didn't come to mind yet, just brainstorming. That's the strategic level, but then on the operational, tactical level, AI-assisted coding is such a blessing. You can create whole pull requests, build features, probably smaller features that you can just review. So you have basically a million junior devs supporting you building this, and it has sped up so much.
Is there any specific cases that you can highlight? For instance, like a junior devs that you mentioned and maybe strategic. Maybe you can share some examples of how you're doing in your daily routine.
Yeah, sure. One of the features I love a lot, no, no product placement or something, but I'm using Cursor AI a lot. And I just love the background agent feature where I just write a little message into Slack with a task like change the color of this button or more complex stuff than that. And then you, in the end, have a whole PR created from this AI that you just have to review and can merge while working on other stuff.
How did you land your first 100 customers?
We haven't yet landed our first 100 customers, I think, if I make up the numbers. We have over 2,000 sign-ups and people who use the tool in one way or the other. We're currently at around almost 40 active subscribers. But these subscribers we mainly gained through what worked from the beginning when we validated the idea, which is Google and YouTube. SEO and long-format video content. It creates high trust. People who see you talking on the internet about anything will believe that you're an expert in this topic, which you are in a sense, right? If you talk about anything. And yeah, the trust and the intent from people coming about inbound organic traffic is just insane and has worked wonders for us.
Awesome, great. And is there any specific cheat codes regarding like a YouTube and SEO, or you just should to put the camera in front of yourself, start recording your screen, and basically that's it?
I think there's very little cheat codes generally. It's usually the 80-20 and the most basic things. You just gotta start doing things, and my co-founder does YouTube videos regularly, writes blog articles. I sometimes also write a blog article when it comes to mind. It's about making the basic research, keywords, and what are people looking for, what are the biggest problems they have. That's how they'll naturally find you once you keep pushing out content regularly.
Okay, let's talk about your tech stack. Could you please highlight what you used to build your software? Front-end, back-end, servers?
Yes. I'm on the side of, if you want to make money, you gotta spend money. We have a very lightweight, scalable, and mostly serverless environment, not the $5 VPS or something that people talk about, just to keep moving fast and focus on shipping. We use Netlify functions for hosting the app. It's a SvelteKit app with TypeScript, Postgres on a Super-based instance, and some other things like a Puppeteer instance on a render environment, and Tailwind and Daisy UI for the UI.
Nice, great. And can you highlight maybe also a third-party services, some kind of like analytics, what you're using for payment, Stripe or something, Paddle or something else? So like the third-party's service stack.
Yes, of course. Some of the most important and valuable tools we're using are tools like Plausible for analytics. It's so simple to see where traffic is coming from and make decisions based off that. A huge asset is our Beehive email marketing, because that's how we reach customers and users who signed up regularly. We use Webflow to host our landing page and be able to make quick edits and stuff like that. And Stripe for payments.
Awesome, great, thank you. A lot of our audience is asking, what is your business operation costs?
Very good question. We run on a very high profit, very lean margin, which is, I guess, typical for most software businesses. we spend less than 10% in terms of cost, which we could probably reduce if we use different tools, but we focus on scaling and just making the most out of what we have.
What SaaS ideas you can share for our audience that they can build for their own business?
Yes, if I was myself to start over and start new ideas, I would build anything that helps non-technical people build with AI. So something that lives above the N8N layer. There's so many like N8N lead magnets out there. You can just go to social media, look this up. You get so much inspiration and different flows and stuff people are solving. And it's always the same thing. We see AI appointment setters in N8N. You could build setter AI out of this, right? But then there's other flows like this, which you could turn into a SaaS and then sell to people. That's something I would definitely go into.
Last but not least, what is the most valuable advice from your experience you can give for our audience so they can start their SaaS business tomorrow?
Yes, just start. Really, don't overthink it. Try to go for the value. Always be a valuable person. Create the value. And don't be afraid to charge early on. If you charge people, then you create urgency and commitment, not only from your customers, but also from yourself. And you will really need that to get the motivation and push the product. That's the best you can do for your customers.
Great. Thank you, Joseph, very much for this great interview.
Thank you so much for having me, Dennis. It was a pleasure.
By the way, if you run a business and want AI to handle routine operations, DM me. My team and I will do a free audit to show what to automate with AI agents or simple web and mobile tools, so you can outplay your competitors, increase ROI, and reduce expenditures. Link in the description.